Guys, welcome to a Cheap Chirps. It's a little bit of Cheap Chirps and a little bit of seeing 10-Minute Tower, which is a game from a bundle called Help the Game, which is like 15 bucks for like, I think a good 10-ish games, so really each game is less than a buck. Anyways, I have something to gripe about, and I thought I would play this while talking about it. Although I'm going to adjust the sound yet again. This game is really loud. Which is nice and all, but I would love the ability to like adjust it in game. Anyways, that should be good. Start our adventure. So I was supposed to have a D20 game today. I was supposed to still actively be in said D20 game. But D20 game did not happen. Space to push. Go, robot, go. Anyways, and the reason why the game didn't happen is because I ended up in an argument with somebody. Oh shit, I haven't seen this one. Anyways, I did. Just overwhelmed by seeing a new puzzle in this. Last time I played this game, I was like seeing how well it recorded. And to be honest, it was like a test to see if I could record it okay. Alright, got money. Anyways, and I ended up getting stuck on a puzzle, and I like didn't figure out how to fix it until like 3 days later. This one's much easier. Anyhow. So while waiting for somebody that was late, I brought up that I was excited because I got to see the Beyond Good and Evil 2 trailer, which I don't know if any of you guys have played the original Beyond Good and Evil. I found out that it's under 10 bucks on Steam, so after we play Overlord, we're gonna rock that mofo. Anyway, there's a sign. Yeah, the money from all this goes to War Child, I believe. And this is still really loud to me. we're just gonna mute the music. At least for me. Anywho, so found out that the two other people that were already there, aside from me and the boyfriend, were unaware of what Beyond Good and Evil was. So jokingly, I told them they had to leave. And they knew I was joking, and we have a channel for when somebody says something like that, or just go to your room or whatever. Like, in our Discord, we have a separate chat for it. So they hopped down there. And I found out another friend hadn't heard of Beyond Good and Evil. So of course, I told them they had to go down there too. You know, it was fun. Oh, tab switches. That's neat. Yeah. So, they went down there in their shame of not knowing what Beyond Good and Evil is. And, you know, we all had a laugh about it. I went back down there, I was like, alright, here's the link to the Wikipedia page. After I gave them, like, a 20-minute gushing, loving explanation of what Beyond Good and Evil was. And why I'm also excited for, you know, possibly finally getting 2, which I know was announced way back in the day, and then it disappeared for a while, and now it's back, and I reserve the right to be excited. And then I hopped back up a channel, and they didn't. They stayed down there to chat about something. I think they were both playing WoW at the time. And we were all killing time anyways. So, you know, yet again, everybody's chill. I've linked them the Wikipedia page for Beyond Good and Evil so they can get a better explanation than I gave, because I'm terrible at explaining how games work. That's why I just play games on this channel. Anywho, and then showed up the person that was late. and that person's boyfriend was in the background. And I told the late person, hey, they're down another channel because, I told them they didn't get to stay because they hadn't heard of hadn't heard of Beyond Good and Evil. And then I asked her if she'd heard of Beyond Good and Evil, and she said yeah. And then her boyfriend, jumped my shit, man. And this is about the time that the other people playing with us also came back. He was going on about how Beyond Good and Evil 2 was going to be shit and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. Which is fine. You can have your opinion. I was also turning with my opinion of why, I haven't heard of, we haven't seen anything about the game in ages. I'm looking forward to it and all this, and I hope it's a good game. And he went into this tirade about how, oh, well, they want fans to fund it and blah, 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 and all this. By the way, I don't know if they want fans to fund it or anything like that. He didn't provide proof, he just said a whole bunch of crap. Which, even if they do, I'm not against crowdsourcing, even if you have a company behind you. I feel like if it wasn't for crowdsourcing, a lot of games wouldn't get made. Which is a bummer, but I'm always going to be happy to see a game be attempted, even if said game doesn't end up being good. I'm hopeful for Psychonauts 2, even though that's one of the cases where I'm like, aw, man, last time we trusted this guy with money, it didn't go well. Oh well, maybe he learned his lesson. I'm not naive. I'm aware that, there's probably a pretty good chance that that game will not be as wonderful as I wish it was. But it also doesn't mean that I'm just gonna be like, oh, this game's gonna be complete crap and blah 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 blah. That's just not me as a person. Anyways, but this guy kept going on. And somehow it ended up in an argument where I was pretty much expected to defend a game that's not even out yet. And then he brought up Star Wars 2 and how, the new Star Wars is better and blah, 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 and you can't trust George Lucas. And I was like, well, I like the old Star Wars, and, I do. I legitimately like the old Star Wars. And I kind of stand by liking the old Star Wars. That's just me as a person. I liked the old canon. I messed this room up. Anywho, but that got him off on another tirade, going on about how people like me are the reason why we get shitty games and all this stuff. I was like, what the fuck? It just... I was just so mad by the end of it. Are you scared of the ghosts? They're scared of the ghosts. I don't think I can solve this room now. Unless I can unghost it. I don't think this is unghostable. Anyways, but yeah, he just was on my fucking case, and then finally I, left the channel, because it was just... I don't know if you know this, but if you take a person with anxiety and put them in charge of, defending literally everything in the world, it gets to be a bit much for them. So yeah, I couldn't play, and then me and the boyfriend ended up in a fight, because during the course of said argument, whatever, for most of it, he was taking that guy's side, which normally wouldn't bother me, but, why are you afraid of ghosts? Alright, we need to give up on this room. We only have 50 seconds left, too. Like... Yeah, I'm gonna read the sign. Oh, there's all kinds of facts. Hey, like... When somebody is literally jumping on your significant other's case for, like, no reason, don't start agreeing with that person. Like, he wasn't even straight up agreeing, he was on the side of, yeah, you should probably have realistic expectations, which is fine to say. You know, that's always the stance he's had, and it's one of the things I appreciate about him. But, like, when somebody's sitting there telling your girlfriend that they're everything that's wrong in the world, like, if you want to keep dating that person, maybe not take that other guy's side. So, we had a nice big old fight afterwards. Although things are fine now, we had a long talk after said fight. I'll do another round of this. Yeah, that's why I didn't get to play a D20 game, because apparently I'm the reason why everything's wrong in the world, and I'm not allowed to like things and be excited that they're being worked on. Is the summary of that. Literally because I saw a trailer and was like, hey, cool, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is being worked on. There's other games I'm excited about, too. Like, I reserved a game today, I was having a good day, and the reason why I don't always reserve games, unless it's something that is like, I'm going to definitely get this. But in this case, the game comes out in like 8 days. It's Ever Oasis. And like, we just got paid, so I want to make sure the money is still going to be in our bank account by then. So I went ahead and said, screw it, I'll give GameStop some money. Because originally I was going to order it online. Get it digitally. I'm kind of weird when it comes to digital games. Because, like, I guess in the way that I'm old-fashioned and still liking books, like physical books, I still like... Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna mute myself. Haha, no one heard me sneeze. Anyways, I still like having physical cartridges, even though that's something that could easily be lost. You know, and I do have some digital copies of things on my systems, but, like, for the most part, I'm just a fan of having the actual physical copy. I don't know. What do you guys think? Fans of digital, fan of real? I mean, I guess they're technically both real. Whee! Apparently we can't go that way. Kind of having fun with this. Oh no, ghosts! I don't know how to get rid of ghosts. We're tied off at a tether. What if I stand on this? Nothing. There must be a costume that's not afraid of ghosts. Yeah, but yeah, I still reserve the right to be happy that Beyond Good and Evil 2 is being worked on. Like, actively worked on. They've informed, like, here's a baller trailer. To be honest, if they just made Beyond Good and Evil the movie with all of the cinematics and stuff, I'd be perfectly happy. Which is one of the stances that, like, I ended up taking, because they're like, all we've seen is a CGI trailer and blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, that was most of E3. CGI trailers. Like, it's true. You're not incorrect that all we've seen is this. But, like, I feel like that was for the community of, like, people that liked Beyond Good and Evil. It's just to be like, yo, we're actively working on this. We didn't forget about you. Yo, thanks for not forgetting about us. That's kind of cool. Alright, so those can go through ghosts. Let's try... Is it shift to move faster? There we go. Anyhow, but that's how I went from having a really good day to having a really crappy day. Is this gonna work? No, it won't work. Crud. Oh, I can reset the room. Okay, awesome. I completely forgot that you could do that. Anyways, what did you guys see at E3? Did you see anything exciting? Any games that you're excited over having a trailer but no actively shown gameplay or anything like that? I actually made a list of things I was excited about, just in case people ask me. Because sometimes people ask me, like, hey, what games are you excited about coming out? And I'm like, I never pay attention to stuff being made. There was a pirate game on the site. Skull and Bones looked good. Like, and here's the thing, where I'm like, so what that we... Even if you see an active demo and, like, blah, blah, blah. Even if you see, like, a demo of things getting played, a lot of times it's a scripted demo. Or it's still in progress. What do you know? Stuff's not finished. They show you what they can, and sometimes they show us stuff that looks good and it ends up being crappy. It's like, you really can't judge a game until it's out, is, I guess, my point. Whee! Space. Hey! Yes, I'm excited there's gonna be more Pokemon games, even though they've made so many. So many Pokemon games. Although apparently some of the community was hoping they would, like, come out with Stars after Sun and Moon. Be like the third to it. It's like, no, we're gonna do, like, Super Sun, Super Moon. I was like, no! I'm fine with it. Look, I'm just happy that games get made. Because for a while people were like, oh yeah, the games industry is going to die and blah blah blah, and I was like, no. I won't have anything to do with my life if they do that. Alright, we got the coins. We got 3 minutes. Let's mess around here and try to... push. Hey! Oh, I can't push you this way. Huh. If I push this one, it's just gonna slide across the whole thing, right? Yeah. So how the heck... See, these are one of the rooms where I'd be like, how do I do this for 3 days? I can't pull. Unfortunately. Let's try pushing him that way. People are excited there's going to be a second Life is Strange. I was like, why? Why would you be excited about that? Then again, I, like, fervorously hated the ending of Life is Strange. And feel free to give me crap for that if you want to. I just... Like, the summary of Life is Strange is you shouldn't have gotten powers to begin with, basically. And I'm just like, then why have a game where somebody gets powers to, like, time travel and stuff? If the answer is to literally never use them, what was the point of this game? That's my thing. And, like, I didn't even play through it episodically. Like, I watched it in one go because people we enjoy seeing play stuff were playing it. I was just like, why? What was the point to all this? Never get to, like, you ever get to the end of a game and you're like, oh, so the summary of this game was basically don't play this game. That's all we got. The lesson is to not start the journey. Why? I can appreciate there being a journey, and then, like, the ending is like, oh, the secret was, you know, and you all along, or the true secret, you know, the true point of this was to take the journey, and yada yada. But, like, maybe at least have an ending instead of sending you back to the beginning. It's just like, oh, well, I guess you know all the what ifs? I don't know. It's stupid to me. Anyways, I'm done venting about just general things, I guess. I really need to make, like, a face for, like, cheap, like, angry cheap for when I'm cheap ranting, apparently. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Anyways, this is a fun little game. There, now bye.